Ethiopian military has reportedly taken back a road under its control, which Fano fighters have been in control of for several days, for almost 3 weeks. This road has been under Fano's control, reportedly. Secondly, Fano sources are claiming that another female Fano fighter has been killed by government forces and her body was mutilated too. And thirdly, a general for Tigray was caught up in protests in Tigray today. What happened? Let's start with the story about a female Fano fighter killed allegedly by security forces. We know that this week, pro-Fano sources claim that a Fanit named Balim was killed by security forces in Gujam, and it was alleged by Fano sources that Fanit Balim was captured alive by security forces, but she was killed in captivity. Then her body was mutilated, her breasts were cut, and she had a tattoo of Amhara on her body. That part of the body was removed, skin was removed brutally by the government soldiers. The body has been found. So this is what has been claimed by Fano sources. Government sources reject these claims. They say that Fanit Balim was killed in fighting. Her dead body was handed over to locals. And after that, a story was made up just to gain sympathy and to spread a narrative against government forces in the Amhara region. There are still doubts about the story. Now, pro-Fano sources are telling another story about another female fighter. They say this female fighter, whose picture you can see in thumbnail, was killed in Wollo. It happened in Wollo, where this female fighter was killed, and her body was mutilated too. Her breasts were cut. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to believe. What I can say is that the rights of prisoners should be respected. Secondly, I would say that propaganda should not be spread. There should be evidence shared by the two sides if they want to spread propaganda. By the way, such propaganda can easily be created. I mean, you can find a dead body, you can just mutilate the dead body and then publish pictures. These Fano fighters who are dying, whether male or female, they're dying for a cause. We might not agree with what they believe, with what they are fighting for, but their dead bodies should not be used for propaganda. They died fighting. They should be respected. If there are elements in Fano who are politicizing over dead bodies, they should not do that. They're not doing any service to these skilled Fano fighters and Fanits. Secondly, viewers, a key road is back under military's control. The road has been under Fano's control for almost 3 weeks now. When Wollo Fano launched Operation Abbanadio over 3 weeks ago, it tried to push into Woldia from two directions. It captured Sanka and Serinka. Sanka is to the west of Woldia. They captured Gidan, Mojja. They entered Gashina. So they cut off Gashina to Woldia road. And fighting happened very close to Woldia. Fano fighters managed to reach the gates of Woldia. They cut off two roads, uh, from Dasse side, from Gashina side, leading to Woldia, but they could not enter Woldia. Then they withdrew. But Woldia to Gashina road remained under Fano's control. Gidan, Moja has also been under Fano's control. Fano held meetings in Moja, meeting with local there. In Moja, Fano fighters inflicted heavy losses on military in Abanadio campaign. Military conducted some drone strikes too on Sanka, but road could not be opened. Yesterday we heard that Istaish is back under Fano's control. Istaish is on this road, Buldia to Gashina road. Today we got a piece of information from the area that Ethiopian military cleared the road. So now when I'm recording this video, from Buldia to Istaish to Gashina, road is under military's control. Military has opened Gashina to Buldia road. Now, military is pushing into Gidan, Moja, where Fano fighters are based. They fought there, they controlled it. So from this road, now END are pushing into Gidan. Fano fighters will retreat. They know that if they resist, they could suffer losses. That is one of the strategies, that whenever massive counteroffensives are launched, they just withdraw. They just save their capabilities and they withdraw. They fight at the time which they think is right for them, on the place which they think is suitable for them. That's what the strategy is. They say we fight according to our plan. We don't fight on others' plans. Interesting strategy, by the way. The road Woldia to Gashina is open, though it's difficult to keep it permanently open. From Gashina to Varata, there is presence of Fano to the two sides of the road. They can carry out ambush attacks on the vehicles, on convoys along this road. But let's see what happens. Overall, government forces are protecting major cities now, because Fanos are being dislodged from the surroundings of major cities. Uldi almost cleared. Gashina cleared too, it seems. Surroundings of Gashina cleared, it seems. Lastly, viewers, a video has been in circulation for the last few hours showing Tigray General caught up in protests in Tigray. In Tigray, we know that people are protesting, soldiers are protesting, TDF members are protesting over financial benefits. They want more financial benefits. Ethiopian government has raised salaries of government employees, including military members. Tigray soldiers are not getting as much salary. They're protesting. For the last 4 days, protests ongoing. We saw a general, Major General Marshal Bajine, arguing with protesters yesterday. And today we saw another general caught up in the protests in Tigray. General is Migbe Haile. In Hagar Salam, he was captured. Not captured, he was caught up. He was on his way when the protesters stopped the vehicle. He tried to clear the road, but the protesters refused to open the road. Protesters were Tigray soldiers. Reportedly, Migbe then had to leave his vehicle. He could not open the road. He just then went away using some other vehicle. These Tigray soldiers are confronting the generals. They are not scared. You saw how they talked to Marshal Bajine in a video I showed you yesterday. Watch a clip showing General Migbe Haile caught up in a protest by Tigray soldiers. Thank you for watching.